Taiwan, an island nation slightly larger than Maryland, might seem insignificant on a world map. But this small island holds a position of immense importance in the global arena. But don't let its size fool you. Taiwan is a dynamic and vibrant place teeming with life and energy. This little island packs a punch, wielding immense strategic and economic clout. Its bustling ports and towering skyscrapers are a testament to its significance. It sits smack dab in the middle of key shipping lanes, and these lanes are vital for global trade. The Taiwan Strait is one of the busiest maritime passages in the world. Taiwan is also a major player in the tech world. It is home to some of the most advanced semiconductor manufacturing plants, which are crucial for the global tech industry. Its economy is heavily reliant on trade, making it a key partner for countries like the United States and China. The island's economic health is intertwined with global markets. Taiwan's democracy adds another layer to its importance. It is a vibrant democracy in a region where such political systems are rare. It stands in stark contrast to its authoritarian neighbor China, making Taiwan a beacon of freedom and self-determination. The island's political system is a symbol of hope for many. Many see Taiwan as a model for other countries in the region, showing how democracy can thrive alongside economic prosperity. Its success story is an inspiration. This makes Taiwan's fate a global concern. The world watches closely, aware that any changes here could have far-reaching consequences. The world is watching to see how the tensions between China and Taiwan will play out. The geopolitical stakes are incredibly high. The stakes are high for Taiwan and the world. Diplomatic efforts and military posturing continue to shape the narrative. Its strategic location and economic power make it a flashpoint. The island's future is a matter of global strategic interest. The world is holding its breath, waiting to see what the future holds for this small but mighty island nation. Taiwan's journey will undoubtedly shape the course of history. Let's talk tech, people. More specifically, semiconductors. These tiny marvels are the unsung heroes of our modern world. These tiny chips are the brains behind everything. Smartphones, laptops, cars, even refrigerators. They are the silent workhorses that make our digital lives possible. And guess who's the king of making these chips? Yep, Taiwan. This small island nation has become a giant in the tech world. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC as the cool kids call it, is the world leader in semiconductor production. They are the backbone of the tech industry. They're like the Beyoncé of chips. Everyone wants a piece of them. Their technology is unmatched, and their production capabilities are unparalleled. TSMC's dominance isn't just about having the best tech, it's about scale. They have the capacity to produce chips on a massive scale. They churn out chips like nobody's business, giving them huge leverage in the global market. Their efficiency and output are second to none. Need a few billion chips for your new gadget? TSMC is your go-to guy. They can meet the demands of any tech giant. This makes Taiwan incredibly important. Its role in the tech industry is pivotal. It's not just about the money. The stakes are much higher. These chips are vital for national security too. They are essential components in military technology. Think military tech, advanced weapon systems, the whole shebang. Without these chips, modern defense systems would be crippled. So Taiwan's not just a tech powerhouse, it's a critical player in global security. It's holding the keys to the global tech kingdom. The world relies on Taiwan's tech prowess. This makes its relationship with China and the United States even more complicated. The geopolitical stakes are enormous. Whoever controls those chips controls the future, and everyone wants a seat at the table. The race for tech dominance is on. Now let's address the elephant in the room, China. China claims Taiwan as its own. They see it as a breakaway province that must be reunited with the mainland. They've been pretty vocal about this, using a mix of carrots and sticks to try and woo Taiwan back into the fold. Think economic incentives, military drills, and a whole lot of diplomatic pressure. Taiwan, however, has other ideas. They've been governing themselves since 1949. They've built a thriving democracy and a distinct Taiwanese identity. They're not too keen on giving that up to become just another part of China. Most Taiwanese people want to maintain the status quo, independent and free. This difference in opinion is at the heart of the tension between China and Taiwan. China sees unification as inevitable, even if it means using force. Taiwan is determined to defend its independence and way of life. This makes the Taiwan Strait one of the most dangerous flashpoints in the world. So where does the United States fit into all of this? What role does it play in the delicate balance of power in the region? Well, They've been playing a delicate balancing act for decades. It's called strategic ambiguity, a policy that has both its critics and supporters. Basically, the US supports Taiwan's self-defense. They sell them weapons, provide military training, and conduct military exercises in the region to show their presence and commitment. But they've never explicitly said they'd intervene militarily if China attacked. This leaves a lot of room for interpretation. It's like telling your friend you've got their back, but not specifying how far you're willing to go. You leave it deliberately vague as to what that actually means, creating a sense of uncertainty. Are you going to jump into a fistfight for them? Or just offer some comforting words from the sidelines? Or maybe you'll just be there to console them afterward. This ambiguity is a calculated move. This ambiguity is designed to deter China from invading, while also stopping Taiwan from declaring independence and triggering a war. It's a risky strategy, but it's kept the peace for over 40 years, maintaining a fragile status quo. However, the problem is, this ambiguity is getting harder to maintain in today's geopolitical climate. China is becoming more assertive, flexing its military muscles and increasing its presence in the region. The United States is under pressure to take a clearer stance, to define its commitments more explicitly. The United States is under pressure to take a clearer stance. Taiwan is stuck in the middle. Caught between two superpowers, wondering if the US will really have their back when it matters most. The stakes have never been higher. The art of the deal, Trump style, a rocky relationship with Taiwan. Enter Donald Trump, a man who thrives on chaos and deal-making. His approach to Taiwan was anything but ambiguous. He slapped tariffs on Chinese goods, sparking a trade war. He approved billions of dollars in arms sales to Taiwan. He even talked to the Taiwanese president directly, breaking decades of diplomatic protocol. Trump's transactional diplomacy was all about using Taiwan as leverage to get what he wanted from China. He pressured Taiwan to buy more American weapons. He criticized their trade surplus with the United States. He even suggested that the United States might abandon its commitment to Taiwan if China made concessions on trade. This approach rattled nerves in Taiwan. They were happy to have a U.S. president who was vocally supportive of them, but they worried that Trump's unpredictable nature and focus on economic interests might leave them vulnerable in the long run. Bringing chips home, TSMC's U.S. investment and Taiwan's concerns. Remember TSMC, the chip-making giant? Well, in 2025 they made a big announcement. They were investing $100 billion to build 5 new chip fabrication plants in the U.S. This was a huge win for the U.S., eager to boost its domestic chip production and reduce reliance on Taiwan. But in Taiwan, the reaction was mixed. Some saw it as a betrayal, a sign that the U.S. was willing to undermine Taiwan's economic interests for its own gain. They worried that this would weaken Taiwan's silicon shield, the deterrent effect of being the world's chip foundry. Others argued that it was a necessary move to strengthen ties with the U.S. They believed that diversifying production would make TSMC less vulnerable to Chinese pressure. The TSMC deal highlighted the complex economic and security calculations at play in the U.S.-Taiwan-China triangle. Trade wars and tariff tantrums. The economic battlefield heats up. Meanwhile, the U.S.-China trade war was heating up. Trump imposed tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. China retaliated with tariffs of its own. This tit-for-tat escalation had serious consequences for the global economy. Taiwan, heavily integrated into both the U.S. and Chinese economies, felt the heat. Their exports declined, and businesses were caught in the crossfire. The trade war also raised concerns about the future of the U.S.-China relationship. Many feared that this economic conflict could spill over into a military one, with Taiwan caught in the middle. The trade war showed how interconnected the global economy is. It also highlighted the dangers of using trade as a weapon. For Taiwan, it was a stark reminder of the precarious position they were in. Shifting sands, public opinion, and the 2024 Taiwanese election. In the midst of all this geopolitical drama, Taiwan held its presidential election in 2024. The election was closely watched. It was seen as a referendum on Taiwan's relationship with China and the U.S. The incumbent president, Tsai Ing-wen, was ineligible to run due to term limits. The election was won by Lai Ching-te of the Democratic Progressive Party. Lai was seen as a pragmatist. He advocated for dialogue with China while maintaining Taiwan's de facto independence. His victory reflected the Taiwanese people's desire for peace and stability, but they also wanted to protect their hard-won freedoms. Public opinion in Taiwan remained divided on the best way forward. Some favored closer ties with China for economic benefits. Others prioritized maintaining Taiwan's distinct identity and democratic way of life, even if it meant risking conflict with China. The 2024 election showed that there were no easy answers for Taiwan. A future on edge U.S.-China relations and the Taiwan time bomb. As we stand in 2025, the situation surrounding Taiwan remains tense. The U.S. and China are locked in a strategic competition. Taiwan is caught in the middle, a pawn in a larger geopolitical game. The risks are high. A miscalculation or accident could spark a conflict that nobody wants. The U.S. continues to walk a tightrope, trying to deter Chinese aggression without provoking a war. China is becoming more assertive in its claims over Taiwan. Taiwan is trying to chart its own course, balancing its economic interests with its security concerns. The future of Taiwan is uncertain. What is certain is that the choices made by the US, China, and Taiwan in the coming years will have profound consequences for the region and the world. The Taiwan time bomb is ticking, and the world is watching, holding its breath.